All right, you guys, happy Monday. I am Jamie Whitehead. For those of y'all that don't know me, I am currently a double diamond. We will be a presidential team this season, and I am so excited. I am either your upline or a sideline or something of the sort, but somehow we ended up on the same team, and I am so excited to be with y'all tonight. So hold on, I just realized my lamp was not on. That makes me feel a little better. Um, so Stormy asked me a few weeks ago if I would talk about product synergy with you guys, and I apologize if I rub my eyes or scratch my nose. Like I said, I'm not feeling 100%, so bear with me. Um, but what that means for those of y'all that don't know what product synergy means is that just means how do these products work together and how do we pair them together? And as distributors, I think it's super important that you at least know the basics of what all your products that you're selling do. You don't have to have tried every single product. You don't even have to love every single product personally, because that's the beauty of these products is that they all can work together. You could literally use like one of everything, right? So they all work together. Um, but the cool part about what we do is we get to tweak them and make packs that best suit our customers. And I've got just a few of y'all up on my thing. So if I call on names and I'm picking on people, it's just because that's who I can see. So like if I was talking to Carmen and Monique, they may have the same goal of growing their hair out, or they may both want to lose 20 pounds. But the way that I help Monique lose 20 pounds and the way that I help Carmen lose 20 pounds is going to be completely different, or it could be the exact same, right? So just knowing what we have to offer our clients and our customers is the first step, and just knowing how these products work together. So if you know me at all, I'm not a super green person. And if you don't know the color personalities, green people love the details. They know every ingredient. They know all the ins and outs of how the things work together. I'm not super green. I just know enough to be dangerous, honestly. Like I just know enough about my products to know how they work and why they work for certain people. So that's what I like to go over when we have conversations like this and when we have discussions like this, because I know it can be intimidating. If you're a new distributor, drop a one in the chat. Like if you've joined in the last 30 days, drop a one in the chat, because I don't expect you to know all the things about all the products. I am almost 4 years in and I don't know all the things about all the products. Okay. But you do have to know a little bit about all of them so that you can make recommendations that best suit your clients, okay, or your customers. So first things first, all of our products work together. So you're off the hook there. You're not going to recommend like something terrible for somebody, right? Or like, oh, this one's going to cancel out this one. They all work together. And give yourself permission to adjust both for yourself and for your customers. So our 90-day product model, challenge, whatever you want to call it, our loyal customer program is designed where you can switch products every 30 days. Okay. And for some of you guys, this is repetitive, but it might not be. You can switch products every 30 days. So it's important for you to keep in touch with your customers. If I set Monique up with Skinny Brew and Thermophyte X and chocolate greens, and I check in with her in 30 days and she's not loving the Thermophyte X, but she's loving the Skinny Brew and chocolate greens, I can switch that up and get her something that she's going to like more, even better, or she is going to see more benefits from. Okay. So they're not stuck into something. If you don't get it right your very first time when you're asking a few questions to your customers, that's okay. Because just like you would tweak it for yourself, or you would go back to GNC and say, hey, I don't like this protein powder. Hey, I don't like this thermogenic metabolism booster. Can you give me something else to try? We can do that for our customers and we can do that for ourselves. So just know that. One, it helps so much with customer retention because your customers want to know that they can trust you, that it's not just about the sale for you. when I'm talking to people, we're going to talk about this very next thing. You want to ask tons of questions, okay? And you may not even know the right questions to ask, so I want you to write them down. But our program is flexible and we are going to make our best guess the very first time, and then we're going to check in with them and we're going to tweak as needed. So if your customer is feeling uncomfortable about the 90-day commitment, or if they don't even know where to start, just pick a spot and start there, because in 30 days you can reassess and readjust and get them started on something that works better, or keep them going if they're loving it. So take a little bit of pressure off of yourself. Know that it's not a guessing game, because there is a little bit of science behind it. There is a little bit of knowledge behind it, but there is flexibility also. So take a little bit of pressure off of yourself and give yourself permission to adjust. So I'm going to talk about skincare first, because I feel like it's a shorter conversation than weight loss. But like I said, excuse me, like I said, I'm sorry, y'all. This voice is killing me. I just not 100%. That's all right. Um, skincare, I keep those conversations pretty simple, okay? The first thing that I ask is, what type of skin do you have? And I will be honest, I turned 35 last Monday and I couldn't tell you what type of skin I have, okay? So not everybody knows, and that's okay. And I sell skincare products, like really good ones, and I have no idea. But what kind of skin do you have? And are you looking to remediate like a specific issue? Is there redness? Do you have acne? Those kind of things. So is there a specific problem that you're wanting to address? And what kind of skin do you have? When you hear those things, if they say mixed, like, or combination, it's not called mixed, it's called combination skin, or if they say normal or dry, actually I'm gonna bring that back a little bit. So they're gonna say dry skin, they're gonna say combination skin, or they're gonna say oily skin, right? Or normal. I get normal a lot, and I'm like, I'm not sure what that means, but okay, I think that means just combination skin. And then they're going to tell you if they have a particular issue, or wrinkles is a really common thing that I get. Or I'll hear a lot of times, I'm looking for like just a new skincare regimen. A lot of people just want like a whole system that they don't even have to think about. So did y'all write those two questions down? What type of skincare, or what type of skin do you have? And is there a particular issue that you're trying to address? Write those two questions down, so that when you get into a skincare conversation, ask those two questions, because you can make some really educated guesses for what to recommend for them based on those two questions. If they say that they want just a new skincare regimen, I always go for these four things. So I recommend our cleanser, because it's amazing. It's a soap-free face wash that has chamomile in it. It's really, really gentle. I literally have one in every bathroom in my house. My kids use it. I use it. You can use it on your body. It smells delicious and it's just so gentle. It's so good for everybody. It doesn't matter what kind of skin they have. It doesn't matter what kind of issues they have, right, with their skin. So that is first thing if they want a skincare regimen. Second thing, you're going to pick a moisturizer. So we have two moisturizers, okay? We have our Protect and we have our Repair. So Protect is a lighter day lotion. It's considered like our daytime lotion. It has ashwagandha in it, and it has, I forget what it is because I'm not an ingredients person, but it helps with blue light. The blue light that we get like from screens and computers, from it protects your skin from the damage that you get from blue light. Okay. So that is it's a really light one. That's actually the one that I use, unless somebody says that they have really dry skin. I don't ever really recommend the Repair, because it is a heavier night cream. I recommend that a lot of times for older ladies that are trying to do some reversing. They really need the extra moisturizer. They have like damaged skin where you would need like a retinol type moisturizer. Okay, so it actually has Bacachul in it, which is the healthy natural alternative for retinol. That's in the repair. So we have protect, which is the daytime. So you just think like protect against the sun. It's daytime, it's super easy and light. And then we have repair, where we're doing some repair because we've got wrinkles, we've got maybe a little bit more damage. We need something a little bit heavier. Okay. So we're going to get a cleanser for everybody. Everybody washes their face. Then we're going to pick a moisturizer. Then I recommend these little bad boys for every single person, illuminating facial pads, because they are so stinking good. This product has changed so many faces of so many customers and has personally helped my skin so stinking much. This is great for if you have acne. This is great for if you just want to brighten your skin tone. I didn't know I had dull skin until I started using these, and it's amazing what, even if you take really good care of your skin, the dead skin that it just sloughs off, and it just helps so much. It has your AHAs and no, I think I wrote it down. AHAs and BHAs. So it has your alpha hydroxy acids and your beta hydroxy acids in it. And they are just like super powered, amazing pads that everybody can benefit from. Again, it does not matter if you have oily skin, dry skin combination. That is an everybody product. And then it also has willow bark in it, which is so soothing for your skin. If you've ever had nope, not going to say that. They are so good for your skin, and they are very healing and very cleansing also. And then the last product that I recommend is our serum, is our Radiant Serum. Okay, it is our hyaluronic acid serum. And it just takes a little bit. It goes a long way. And again, all of my customers that have tried it just love it. It goes really nicely into any skincare routine that we offer. And then there's other things that we can layer onto that. Okay. So that is what I offer. If it is, I think somebody just put it in the chat, and Christina, if you did that, thank you so much. Yes. Okay. So you're going to pick a cleanser. You're going to pick a moisturizer based on whatever skin care or whatever skin type they say that they have. You're going to recommend the facial pads and the Radiant Serum. So if they're like, just give me a bundle, I want a whole new skincare routine, there you go. If they're just looking for a couple of things, then you can piecemeal it together. If they say that they're dealing with a specific issue, like acne, I would recommend definitely the illuminating facial pads and the cleanser. But again, I think you're safe with that core package, okay? Because then you can add on like the lash and brow serum if they're wanting for more aesthetic reasons, or you can add in the collagen or the hair, skin, and nails, or anything like that. You can even, I don't know how many of you know who Marwa is, but she is like number 2 in our company. I think number 2, number 5, I don't know. She's freaking amazing. And their whole team sells cleanse as a part of their skincare regimen. And as crazy and backwards as that sounds, your skin is an organ, and your digestive system, your internal tract, um, basically can make or break your entire organ system. And if your gut is not healed and healthy and happy, which is what our cleanse helps us do, then every other organ suffers because of that. Okay. So your skin can be gross because your insides are gross. Okay. So she upsells with a cleanse every single time, or if they're starting a new skincare journey, or if they're like, I want to switch, I'm having some breakouts, whatever, she will add in a cleanse, because our cleanse can absolutely do that. Your gut is the key to your health and the key to everything. So if I'm selling a 4-pack, if I'm selling like a full skincare line, then I normally kickstart it with a cleanse the first month. So that is a really good upsell. If you want to just put like skincare upsell, star it and put 2-day cleanse and then say, ask my upline, like for wording or help to do that, then you can then do that. But if you're talking to somebody about a skincare package, try and upsell it whenever you are closing them with a cleanse, because it will definitely help them get better results. Is all of that making sense so far? Is everybody taking notes? I see people like nodding along. I see a couple comments. Okay, perfect. Yes. Yeah. And if you need some before and afters, I saw Alyssa commented and she said that Radiance has helped her acne scar so much. Your skin is beautiful. So I would love to see your before and after pictures if you have them. If you don't have them, you need to submit some because your skin looks amazing. Um, yeah, Radiance is awesome. It makes your skin look so dewy and like fresh. It's so good. Okay, so I'm gonna move on. We could talk about skincare for a long while because we have our Dr. Nassif line and we have our Beauty Works line, and they are both really incredible. But I think that's a good solid foundation. Okay, so everybody needs a moisturizer, everybody needs to wash their face, everybody needs the illuminating pads, and everybody needs a good serum. And fun note, you can go to wherever you would buy makeup or skincare or whatever and just look at hyaluronic acid serums, quality ones. You can spend hundreds of dollars on them. Okay, I think ours, I don't even know, I would pay twice or 5 times as much. Ours is so good. I think it's like $69 or $59 or something. I don't even know, but it's always on the pick 2, pick 3s, which blows my mind. So hyaluronic, or the Radiance, the hyaluronic acid serum is a fantastic price for how amazing of a product that it is. Okay, so we got the questions and we got the 4-pack written down. Let me look at my notes. Okay, so next thing is weight loss. This is drop a 3 if you have more weight loss conversations than anything else, because I do. Okay, so we have tons and tons of health and wellness and weight loss products, which can be really confusing. Okay, we've got so much to offer our customers, which is fantastic. So I'm going to start with the questions that I ask, because again, the best way for us to help our customers is to understand their problem. We are not here to sell a product. We are here to provide a solution. I want you to write that down. We are here to provide a solution. Okay. Once you take your I'm a salesman hat off and talk to people like they're your friend or they're your aunt or whatever, and you're trying to help them solve a problem that they're having, then it puts a whole new perspective on things. And if you were walking through the store with your best friend trying to find a dress for her, you're not just going to go pick up a prom dress. You're going to say, where are you wearing this dress? What's everybody else wearing? Is it after 5? What color do you feel good in? Blah blah blah. Do you want it short or long? How hot is it going to be outside? Are you going to wear heels or flats? Are you going to be on a beach? What, like, you're going to ask tons of questions to help her find the perfect dress, right? So yeah, we're going to put on our problem solving hats and we're going to help our customers. So it's super important that before you dive into a conversation with somebody, that you're asking some questions. This is really easy if you lead with drop a, I don't know, drop a 9 if you know what the heart hap is. Okay, so we used to, I don't know, I think we kind of all do like gummy haps right now because gummies are super hot. But this was really, really easy when we were leading with the heart hap. And it's so cool. I still do heart hap because it rocks for me. You can have some really good conversations, okay? But it's really easy to lead with that because somebody just drops a number that says, oh, if you don't know what the heart hap is, it says, if what does it even say? I don't know. Drop a red heart if you want to lose 0 to 10 pounds. Drop an orange heart if you want to lose 10 to 20. Drop a purple heart if you want to lose 20 to 30. And drop a green if you want to do 40 plus. And people just comment whatever color heart they want to lose, right? So then whenever you walk into that conversation, you at least know how much weight they're trying to lose, right? But that's all you know. Okay, so you're walking into the store, you know your friend wants a dress. You're walking into the store, you know that she's a green heart, so she wants to lose 40 pounds. Okay, so what do you do next? You ask some questions. The questions that I always ask are, how much weight do you want to lose if you don't already know that from the heart hap? Are you a coffee or tea drinker? Okay. Are you currently on a diet of any sort? Um, or tell me about your diet is normally how I say it. And are you active? Okay, there's probably about 50 other questions that you could ask, but those are a good starting point, especially if you're opening up like, hey, I would love to help. I want to make sure that my recommendations for you are the best products for you. Would you mind if I ask you a few questions? They're going to say, yeah, of course. So then you lay like 3 or 4 questions on them, and that's enough. Okay. So you're going to ask them those questions and then wait for them to answer you. Okay. Wait for them to answer those questions, because then you can better recommend products based on what they say instead of just trying to throw gummies at them or throw TFX or throw Skinny Brew because you love Skinny Brew, right? Because that's so easy to do. So I'm going to walk through just a couple of I'm going to pause that conversation. Okay, thank you, Stormy. I'm going to pause that, and I am going to kind of retract because I was talking more specifically about if you did not recommend a specific product. Like right now, where I said we're leading a lot with gummy conversation, right? So how I would have that conversation is if somebody replied to the gummy hap saying, oh, I want to try this, right? I'm interested in those gummies. Tell me all about them. So you message them. I'm going to send them product information about the gummies, right? So I'm going to send my normal spiel. Thank you so much for your comment on so-and-so's post. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, get it. Sorry, we have to have our sleeping mask. It's necessities, y'all. Also, hey, wouldn't be a Zoom if she didn't pop on at some point. So, I'm gonna send them the product information. Thank you, Monique, so much for commenting on Carmen's post that she did about the gummies. Here's the product information. Does that sound like something that you'd be interested in trying? Monique's gonna say yes. I'm gonna say, okay, great. Can you tell me a little bit about your weight loss goals? Because if Monique comes back and says, by the way, Monique needs to lose no weight, she's freaking beautiful. But if Monique comes back and says, oh, I want to lose 50 pounds, I'm going to be doing her a disservice as a rep by saying, okay, let's get you set up with some slimming gummies. No, I need to dig a little bit deeper and figure out how I can best serve her and help her find a solution for her 50-pound problem, right? So that's when those questions come in. Okay. So even if you're leading with a specific product, you're still going to have questions afterwards. Okay. They're going to be interested in whatever you've got to offer. And sometimes they say, oh yeah, tell me how much it is. And that's when I say, okay, so if we go with just the gummies, it's going to be XYZ as a VIP customer, but I'd love to hear more about your health goals so that I can recommend products to help you reach whatever that is. And they'll say, okay, sure, ask your questions or whatever. Or they'll be like, no, I'm just interested in the gummies. And then you're like, okay, cool. What's your cell phone number? This is how you be a VIP customer. Okay. So I do want to, does that make sense to everybody how you lead with the product information and then you still ask the questions afterwards? Yeah. Can I get some head nods? I'm going to scroll over so I don't keep picking on Monique. Okay. I got some thumbs up from Elena. Okay, good. Okay, so something that I do and I have built into my word board. I know a lot of you use boards. I still use word board because I just love it and I have it set up. Something that I use is I call them product pairs. Okay. So whenever I stick to like the same 6 or so haps, or a variation of those 6 or so haps. So I do like a cleanse host to post. I do a coffee host to post, gummy, and Thermophyte X is normally my 4 product host to post that I do, or the heart hap. Okay. So that was weird. So if I am sending somebody information, like that first initial reach out message about the cleanse, if they do a cleanse host a post for me, dang it, I should have logged in on my phone into this Zoom. I can share these in Live Life Legendary chat. Um, I'll share these in the chat in just a little bit, I promise. So what I do is my first message for the cleanse is actually a dual message about the cleanse and our Thermophyte X. So it says, thank you so much for commenting on so-and-so's post. Here is the information about the cleanse. Most of my customers pair it with the Thermophyte X, which is very short description, 31 pounds in 90 days. Does that sound like something that you could use? Okay, so I immediately go for a 2-product thing right up front. So I call them product pairs. So the first message that they're getting from me from a cleanse host to post is a message about the cleanse and the Thermophyte X. I can actually send those right now as we're just sitting here, and then Stormy can grab them. If y'all will give me like 2 seconds. Okay, so I just sent it in there. So there's that one. And then for coffee, so if I'm doing a skinny brew post, I've got 2 that I do, 2 product ones, and I'll either do skinny brew and the chocolate greens or skinny brew and Thermophyte X. I call product pair messages for both of them. Let me see. So I just sent that one in there. And then the Thermophyte X, I actually just do it flip-flop. So if I do a Thermophyte post, then I lead with the Thermophyte and then come in with the cleanse afterwards. So if y'all are, where is my message? There it is. And I actually have one in here too I'm going to go ahead and send it. It's my hair, skin, and nails one too, because I upsell with collagen. Okay. So Stormy, if you want to drop those in this chat, or if you just want to put them when you drop the recording on the team page, whatever, they're all in Live Life Legendary chat. But I call those product pairs. So those are the 4 host to posts that I am always doing. Okay. So even when we don't have a brand new gummies, or we don't have a brand new skinny tea or whatever, and I don't do those specific, host to post, I'm doing, these are like my core 4. Okay. So, I want to lead with an upsell on those. So, write those down for product pairs. So we have cleanse with TFX, coffee with skinny brew or TFX, and then TFX with cleanse. And then I'm going to actually, Madison, are you on this? I think Madison's on this. Okay, thank you. I won't interrupt for just a second, Monique, since you're dropping those. Thank you. The last thing that I do is I have the conversation with them. Once they say they're interested, yes or no, I still kind of walk through the questions with them and make sure that they don't throw, really at this point, whenever I'm asking if I'm starting them on a duo, I want to still ask questions, because I want to make sure that they're not going to tell me one or 2 of these things. I want to make sure that they don't tell me that their diet is trash. Okay. So if somebody tells you that their diet is trash, or that they are not following a diet, or they just eat junk all the time, if they tell me that, I'm automatically going to add in fat fighters, okay, and or the greens, depending on what their goals are. Okay. So fat fighters are so good for everybody. Fat fighters are a game changer and a lifesaver and a hangover cure and all the things. If you don't know what fat fighters are, they are 2 pills that you take after your heaviest meal of the day, and they basically absorb fats and carbs and help them just pass through your system without being absorbed. Okay. So if you are somebody that loves cheeseburgers, you need to order fat fighters on your auto ship this month and snag some fat fighters, eat a couple every time you eat your cheeseburger or your pizza or your pasta or your whatever, because they are a game changer. Okay. So if somebody tells me that they have a trash diet, then, or they love beer or whatever, they absolutely need to be on fat fighters. Plus, they're only $25, which is a steal of a deal, because I would pay twice that for them because they're amazing, maybe more. We keep fat fighters like in both vehicles, at Josh's desk, at my desk, in the house, like everywhere. They're so good. Little CYAs. The other thing is if they are telling me that they are wanting to lose a significant amount of weight and they have a trash diet, chances are their gut is wrecked. Okay. So we're going to have a bigger conversation on our hands, but I know for sure that they're going to need some nutrition. Chances are their body is so far, like if they want to lose, and I don't mean to say like so far gone, that's not what I mean, but if they need to lose 50 pounds or so, and they have a trash diet and chug Dr. Peppers and eat cheeseburgers all day long, then their body has no nutrients right now. So it is probably in a weight loss resistant state. Okay. So no matter how much Skinny Brew they drink, no matter how much Thermophyte X their body needs nutrients more than anything. Okay. So that is what I listen for. If they tell me they have a trash diet and they tell me they've got a big weight loss goal, is I'm going to throw one or both of those things. I know a cheeseburger sounds so good. I keep saying it, and now we're going to have them for dinner tomorrow. It's fine. I've got my fat fighters. But if they are trying to lose a significant amount of weight and their diet has not been good for a very long time, they need nutrients so that their body can if this is homeostasis, where you need to be at for your metabolism to even freaking work, if their diet has been trash for 5 years or 3 years or whatever, they're down here. We got to get them here before we can even start helping them lose weight. Okay. So we've got to just get their metabolism working again. And greens will help do that. Okay. So greens are so key as a part of weight loss. And we'll talk about that here in a minute. I'm going to try and keep us right at an hour. Okay. So, if somebody says they're is this all of this making sense? Cleanse would absolutely be so good for them. No, cleanse, always cleanse. I was just fixing to say that. A cleanse is a-okay for everybody. Everybody. I'm gonna jump around a little bit. Okay. So drop your questions. I will come back to them if I don't get to them. So a lot of things that I get asked or that I see in the chats pretty frequently, and that I see that are like not normal weight loss questions, but pretty popular, is what can I do if I'm pregnant? Okay. So pregnant and they're trying to maintain a healthy weight, or breastfeeding and they're trying to maintain a healthy weight or keep their metabolism boosted. Ideally, I'm not going to suggest anybody lose weight while they're pregnant. Okay. Unless your doctor has encouraged you to lose some weight while you're pregnant, I would not suggest people lose weight while they're pregnant. I was cleared for caffeine while I was pregnant. I drank coffee the entire time. If their doctor has told them specifically, you are not allowed to have coffee, that is the only time that I tell people that they're not allowed to have coffee. Okay. And they will know. Okay. So I would make the recommendation. And then if they're like, oh no, my doctor says no coffee, then okay, that's between them and their doctor. So while they're pregnant, I would not suggest Skinny Brew. I would suggest, and I would probably just write like scenarios and maybe write pregnant. Okay. So keto coffee is great because it's got MCT oil, grass-fed butter, and collagen in it, which is so good. Those are such good fuel for your, that is not even real words, y'all. That is such good fuel for your body, pregnant or not. Okay. And the caffeine in it is the same as a normal cup of coffee. So it's not like jacked up coffee like Skinny Brew that has like 2 times the amount of caffeine in it. Keto coffee is more like a normal cup of coffee. It's very creamy, plus it's got all the added good stuff in it. A lot of pregnant friends of mine use keto coffee, love it. It is very filling. So keto coffee is a really good one if you are pregnant. Cleanse is okay while you are pregnant if you do it over 4 days instead of 2. Okay. So our cleanse is normally done over 2 days, breakfast, dinner, right? 4 bottles, 2 days. If you're pregnant or breastfeeding, it's 4 days, just breakfast or dinner, however you want to do it, just one a day though. You can do, and then I always suggest like our reds, hydrates, and green. Okay, so it's kind of like a healthy trash can punch that's just going to give them all the nutrients, all the vitamins, all the everything to help them fuel up nutritionally, and all of that fun stuff while they're pregnant and while they're breastfeeding. Plus, it will help. It helps with their energy so much. It helps with my energy. If you have not tried that trash can punch mix, you've got to try it. It is fantastic. Um, it's also really good if they're breastfeeding so that they can just have all of the nutrients since the baby is literally sucking everything out of them. It will help your milk supply for sure. That's right, Jordan. Okay, let me see. So pregnant, keto coffee, reds, greens, hydrate, cleanse. Okay, probiotic is one. Celery, obviously, you can do. Let me see. Making a note real quick so I don't forget something. Okay, so that is for that. Obviously, everything is with the at their doctor's discretion. Second little group of people that I don't want to single out, but it's also you have to think about how we age. Okay, so I say anybody, and I don't mean to compare the two, they're very different. So if you're over the age of 50, don't shoot me, okay? But like if you have like hormone issues or if you are menopausal, okay? So two very different things, same but different, right? I find that adding in the greens, the keto energy, and or the confianza to whatever weight loss regimen you're suggesting. So if I am talking to Gina that is just now 50 and beautiful and perfect and she wants to lose weight and she's like, okay, sign me up for that TFX and those gummies, then I am going to suggest either the keto energy or the confianza or the greens or all three for her. Okay, so one, the confianza is going to help with stress. It is going to help how your body handles stress. It's going to keep your cortisol levels at bay. It is going to help stabilize your hormones. Or yeah, for lack of better explanation. Keto energy, kind of same but different. No, baby, not right now. Is going to have your B6, your B12, and ashwagandha root in it, which again, those are very good for just boosting your immune system. And what is happening? Oh, okay, go ahead. Boosting your immune system and just keeping everything risen up. I'm sorry, she's so distracting and cute. Okay, go close the door. And then greens. As we age, we do not absorb nutrients the same. We do not, our bone density goes down, all of that kind of stuff. So greens are super important, especially as we age. And I tell I have a lot of customers that are in that 50 to 60 range. And it is like the thing that I lead with. And they're like, no, but I want to lose weight. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. You won't lose weight as your metabolism slows as you get older because your body doesn't have the nutrients that it needs. So if your body is lacking in nutrients, which again, if we go back to that crappy diet person, if your body doesn't have the nutrients that it's needing, then it is going to just stay right where it's at. It is in a lack mode. Okay, so if your hormones are going like this because you're going through menopause and your body's not absorbing things the way that it used to, and your metabolism is sinking, you've got to fuel the engine from within. Does that make sense to everybody? Yes, no, maybe so. Yeah. Okay. Um, okay, so crappy diet. Inflammation. Okay. So that is a drop a 3 in the chat if you have ever had inflammation, or if you have ever had somebody tell you that they have inflammation or bloating, or you need a whole new auto ship, right? Okay. So there's lots of things that we can do for inflammation, and my voice is going, so I am going to probably wrap this up quick. Inflammation again, our cleanse is incredible. Celery is out of this freaking world. I know we have probably 10 people in the comments section that will attest for celery. It is huge, you guys. What we do to our bodies on a daily basis is pretty crappy. The sodas, the energy drinks, the food, the ignoring our gluten intolerance, the whatever, right? The coffee, all of it. Rayleigh, oh, okay. All of that is huge, and it will wreak havoc on your body. It will like destroy you from the inside out. It will make your skin bad. It will make you bloated. It will whatever. Okay. Celery comes in and it basically like starts to erase all of that. It is so good for your body. It is so healing. I don't have the benefits memorized, but all I know is when I don't take my celery, I have been a celery person since the day that it came out because I Googled the benefits. I have Hashimoto's and hypothyroidism. Inflammation, it like rules my life, right? So, and on an internal level. Before I even knew that it ruled my life, it ruled my life on an internal level. It makes my body crash. It's a whole nasty thing, right? But celery has completely changed that. And if you have somebody that has chronic inflammation, chronic bloating, again, skin care, that it just helps with everything. Like I said, just go Google it. But for inflammation, celery, probiotic, greens, and our cleanse. Thank you, Christina, with the freaking nurse answer. Yes, gut function, joints, skin, inflammation, lowers blood pressure, lowers cholesterol, all of the things. Celery queen, there you go. Okay, well, I'm a secret celery queen. I just keep it all to myself. I just know that I can't not have it. I can't not have it. I just don't function as well without it. So inflammation, you've got some really good options: probiotics, celery, your greens, obviously, and a cleanse. So that is those are really good ones. The other thing that I was going to say, and I'm not going to dive into this because I feel like it's a really, it could be a really big like trigger word. And I definitely think that people need to consult their doctors. But I hear a lot of times when people walk into weight loss conversations, there is a pre-diabetic or a diabetic factor. Okay. So I hear that a lot. Okay. And we are blessed to have a diabetic on our team that is happy to help with any of those conversations if we need her. Danny is so willing to dive in to help to say what works for her and to help walk through any of that. But what I do know is for diabetics, you want to level out your insulin levels. Okay. And we have 2 products that specifically help with that. And that is fat fighters and carb control. Okay. Carb control literally helps. Yes. Yeah. Literally helps with both of with diabetes. Okay. And the only other thing that I'm going to say about that, again, that is such a conversation for you to have with your customer and or your potential customer and their doctor. I don't pretend to be a doctor. I don't have a degree in that, but all of our products are technically diabetic safe. So I will say that there is not a product like that. They can't not have Thermophyte. They can't not have Skinny Brew. They can't not have keto coffee. Their doctor will tell them they don't need to be on a keto diet because that can be a huge issue for them. Okay, but those are things that they should know, and maybe that's something that you should know. They can take our keto products, but they cannot be on a keto diet. So, and there is a difference. You can take our keto energy. I take these all day long, our keto energy sticks, but I'm not on a keto diet. All our keto products mean is that they are keto diet friendly. So if you are on the keto diet, these products fall in line with that. Does everybody know what the keto diet is? Drop a no if you don't know what it is. Yeah. Rita, you do not know what the keto diet is. Okay. So, oh yeah, it is just energy now. So keto diet is basically where you eat, so normal food pyramids like this, right? And you have like 30% carbs, 30% proteins, and 30%, that's not 100%, and 40%, like, what am I missing? What other macro am I missing? Carbs, protein, fats. Okay, there it is. Thank you. Losing my brain. Okay, so, and it's like 30, 30, 40, right? Or a variation of that. So it's a balanced diet for the most part. Keto is where you are majority fats and with second most proteins and very, very little carbohydrates, like less than 5%. Okay, so you are eating like no carbs, um, no grains, just no carbs, no sugar. So what all of our keto friendly products are, and most of our products are keto friendly, just means that they have very little carbs or very little sugar in them. So they are high in fats, high in healthy fats, like the MCT oil, the grass-fed butter, all of those things, those all equate to brain fuel. So when your body is in ketosis, which is a byproduct of the keto diet, your body is using fats in your body for fuel instead of carbs or sugar. Okay. So if you are eating breads and pastas, that is very easy for your body to digest and to break down for energy. Okay. But if you stop so it stores fat, because fat is harder to break down. Okay. So if you're eating a balanced diet, the 30, 30, 40, right? It's going to use the easier things first for fuel because they're easier to break down, which are the carbs and the sugars. Okay. But if you switch to a keto diet where you're eating more fats and then protein and then very, very little carbs and sugar, then your body doesn't have this easy fuel. And so what it does is it turns and it basically starts using what you're giving it for fuel, and then it starts finding fats in your body to use for fuel, and you basically just melt away. It's kind of really cool. It's an amazing diet. If it's healthy for you, it's definitely something you should talk to your doctor about. But if that diet is, we're way off track. That diet is not safe for diabetics. Okay. But a lot of people, it is a very popular diet. So you should know if somebody says that they are on the keto diet, then you should at least know what that means. That means that they are eating lots of healthy fats, lots of protein, very, very little carbs or sugar. Makes sense? Keto dinner tonight, fried eggs and bacon. Yes. Sign me up. Okay, perfect. Good deal, Rita. And if y'all don't know, if this does not make sense, if something that I say does not make sense, just ask in the chat. Okay, so let's talk. We've got like I'm gonna give myself 10 minutes. Okay, so okay, I've got like 20 more things. No, I've got 3 more things to say. Okay, so if somebody tells you that they want to lose 5 to 10 pounds, a really good way for me to think about it is I'm going to ask them my questions, and then I'm going to do 5 to 10 pounds. I'm going to do 2 products. I'm going to recommend 2 products. Okay. So there's probably going to be 20 that you can recommend, because all of these products work together, and they drink tea and they drink coffee and they want to lose weight and they want a fat burner and their diet's crappy. Like, but just pick 2. Okay. Because I only want to lose 5 to 10 pounds. This is something that helped me start packaging things together as I got going. 5 to 10 pounds, you're gonna recommend 2 products based on what they say. Okay. 10 to 30 pounds, you're gonna recommend 3 products based on what they say. And we could sit here and we could play out scenarios and do all the different things about, well, if they say this, then I would recommend that. And if they say this, then I would recommend that. And I'm going to help with that here in just a second. If they say 30 or more, 4 products. Okay. 4 or more products. And I had a good conversation with Monique earlier, because she had a really complicated response to some of her questions that she was asking her potential customer. And the thing that I like to do is, if you're like, okay, Jamie, we've got it narrowed down to these 6 products, but I don't want to throw 6 products at somebody. That's a lot. Like, they want to lose 50 pounds, but I don't know what to narrow it down. Give them all the options. Okay. A waiter doesn't hand you a menu with like 3 of the things crossed off of it because you tell him that you're not that hungry, right? He's going to give you the whole menu. Okay. And then you're going to tell him what he wants. Okay. So, or what you want. So, what I had her say, and what I do is I said, in this scenario, I would give all the options. And then, you know how you always end with a question? The question that you're going to ask, instead of, does this sound like something you could do? Or does this all make sense? Does anything not work for you? Whatever. Say, we can start with 1, some, or all of these, depending on how you want to attack your goal. Which ones are you most interested in? And then they will come back and they will say, oh my gosh, I want all of them. Or, oh my gosh, I love the fat fighters and the green. Or, I love the thermophyte and the skinny brew. Or, what's the best bang for my buck because my budget is XYZ. Okay. So you can let them choose. And I'm going to send that in Live Life Legendary while I'm thinking about it. So that y'all have that question, because sometimes you've got like 8 things that you can recommend. Okay. And that's okay. Give them the options, give them short snippets about each product, and then ask them, which ones stand out most to you? Which ones are you most interested in trying? And I can bundle those together for you and get you the biggest discount. Okay. So if they want to lose 5 to 10 pounds, we're going to recommend about 2 products. If they want to lose 10 to 30 pounds, go for a pick 3. And if they want to lose more than 30 pounds, 4 products is completely appropriate. So the second to last thing that I want to talk about is, does anybody have questions over that? And that's just a really good rule of thumb. Any questions? I'm going to give it like half a second because I really am trying not to keep y'all all night long. Okay. One of my favorite upsell messages is this very simple question. Once you have decided a package with them, I say, by the way, we have a really awesome product called the wraps. Are you interested in just losing, or would you like to tighten and tone also? Okay. Super simple. Are you interested in just losing, or would you like to tighten and tone also? Okay. Wraps right now, even for the 5 to 10 pound people, wraps right now, they're a part of the pick 3. So if you've got them on for a pick 2, then you can just add the wraps in, and it's $20 extra, y'all, for a $100 product. That's insane. That's awesome. Okay. And people are always going to say, yes, of course I want to tighten and tone too. Okay, cool. Which area are you going to start with? Your belly, your arms, your whatever. You can do anywhere from the neck down. Okay, so that's a really good Upsell message if you are talking about weight loss, and they are great for if you want to lose, like I said, if you want to lose 5 pounds or if you want to lose 100, and you can use them as a part of while you're losing the weight to keep you tightening as you're losing, or you can do them at the very end to tighten everything up once you've lost. Okay. Are you interested in just losing, or are you wanting to tighten and tone also? Okay. So wraps are a fantastic partner to all of our weight loss products. Okay. Last thing I'm going to talk about is, I lied, y'all. I've got 2 more things, but one of them's really, really short. I'm pulling something up on my phone because I want to just talk through it real quick with y'all. Okay. So for those of y'all that, excuse me, y'all, this voice is going. For those of y'all that are brand new, I want you to draw a line on your paper. And then I want you to write TFX. And then I just want you to write 31 pounds in 90 days, comma, metabolism booster. Okay. Next line, I want you to write skinny brew. And then just put black coffee, French roast, metabolism booster. And then I want you to write fat fighters, block carbs and fats from your heaviest meal of the day. Then I want you to write keto coffee. And I want you to just put creamy coffee, comma, MCT oil, like Michael, Kathy, Tracy oil, collagen, and grass-fed butter. Then I want you to write carb control, and then put curb your carbs and find blood sugar balance. Okay, so remember that was the one that I said that was really good for diabetics. Then I want you to write, I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Cleanse, 2-day detox, 4 bottles. And then I'm not an ingredients person, but this one is super easy because it has 5 ingredients. So you can put comma ACV, which is apple cider vinegar, aloe vera, ginger, lemon, and green tea. Just celery, hashtag all the benefits, comma inflammation. Greens, I don't even know what I say for greens anymore. Like 34 fruits and veggies, 52 superfoods, maybe. Like daily dose of dense nutrition. Okay. Reds are the sister product to greens, and they are just flipping delicious and help with internal stressors and free radicals. Skinny tea. Oh, that was what I was going to tell y'all a minute ago. Skinny tea is a caffeine-free option for weight loss. So if somebody says, "Oh, I don't like coffee," or "Oh, I don't do caffeine," I'm gonna do a little sub bubble for y'all to make a little bubble here in a minute. Okay. So skinny teas, detox and debloat, caffeine free. Okay. So where we were kind of talking about like pregnancy, hormones, diabetes, crappy diet, inflammation, those kind of like little subcategories, do a subcategory called caffeine free. Okay, because you will get a lot of people that say that they can't have caffeine. So in that category, just know that your options are cleanse, gummies, greens and reds, and then the new skinny teas. Am I forgetting something? I feel like I might be. Gummies. Somebody put it in the chat if I forget anything, but I think that's it. Okay. Okay. And celery. Yes, Carmen, thank you. I knew I was forgetting something. Cleanse, celery, gummies, teas, greens, reds. Okay. I think that's it. Okay. So, all right. So we have covered a lot of products tonight, and I don't expect you to walk out of this being like, okay, I got it now. Let's do this. Like crack your neck and go talk to 20 customers and you've nailed it. Use your chats. Okay. That is why we have you in team chats. That is why we have you in a newbie chat. That's why we have you in the Live Life Legendary chat or your upline or downline chat or whatever it is. Okay. So utilize your chat. I have been in this business 4 years and I bet I ask 3 times and I know a lot about our products and I know a lot about how they work together. And I bet I ask 3 times a week, what would you recommend for this person? I'm thinking XYZ. Am I missing something? Because every person is different. And like I said a second ago, Monique and Carmen may come to me with the exact same request, exact same problem. And they may even say, what they're looking for a little black dress to wear on the beach when it's 75 degrees out, and how that pans out over the 30, 60, 90 for them. I can start them on the same thing, but I may have to change them up. Okay. They may have to have a wardrobe change. Their heels may not work right. Like it's a whole thing, right? So we're going to have to just listen to our customers, which brings me to my very last thing. Always, always, always give your customers proper instructions. And if you don't know what your proper instructions are for your products, one, go to your website. Everything is on your website, okay? The reason that I don't have product information memorized is because it's all on my website. And if I ever get a person that does want to know all the product information, I go and I snag it from there and I copy and paste and I send it to them. Or I'll send them a screenshot of the product information, okay? Because some people do want to know all of those things. They do. They care about every ingredient. They care about all the things. And so it's very easy for me to just pull it from my website and give it to them. It is not all up here. I got a lot of things going on up there, and that is not one of them. And the instructions on how to take all of these things, you do have to make sure that your customers are taking their products correctly, and that is part of your responsibility, is to make sure that you are giving them proper instructions. The way that I ensure that my customers are getting proper instructions is I always ask them, hey, whenever you get your box, let me know so that I can send you instructions on how to take these things. A lot of times they're like, oh my gosh, how do I do it? Da, 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 da. I'm like, oh my gosh, just as soon as you get your box and open everything up, I'll walk you through everything. Let me know as soon as you get your box. That way, one, I know that they're getting their stuff, and two, I can give them instructions then. Okay, when it's fresh, when it's in their hands, and that they don't forget 2 weeks later a box shows up on their door and then they're like, oh, okay, she probably told me a week ago how to do this, but now I've forgotten about it because I've had 9 soccer practices and a throwing fit kid, right? Like crap happens. So as soon as they get their box, send them the instructions. If you need help with instructions, we use our chats. You ask a friend, ask an upline. Okay. Of that instruction giving process, one of the most important things that you need to tell people is to drink water. whether it is their skincare regimen that we are updating, or whether they are trying to lose 5 pounds or 50 pounds, or they just want to tighten and tone or whatever, they need to be drinking water. These products, just like every other product, weight loss product, if you are not getting enough water, you will not lose weight. Your skin is not going to be clear if you are not drinking water, period, point blank. Okay. That sounds so harsh. And as soon as customers come to me and they have any kind of question or concern about the product, that is my very, very first question that I always ask them. Because I'm going to dig a little bit deeper to help them find the solution, right? If they're not drinking enough water, the products are not going to work properly. Okay. So water. And then the second most popular question that I always get is, what kind of diet do I need to follow? The words that I use are calorie conscious diet. Okay, because that's going to look different for everybody. And then I even elaborate, because I'm kind of a smartass in real life. I elaborate and I say, as long as you're not shoving cheeseburgers down your throat and chugging Dr. Peppers, you're probably okay. We can't, you can't expect to lose weight doing that. So we just need to eat a calorie conscious diet and don't shove cheeseburgers down your throat and chug Dr. Peppers. Okay, because they don't work like that. It's not a magic pill. It is a supplement to a healthy lifestyle. So we just have to do our part and then let the products work for us. So those, I literally wrote water, diet, supplement, not magic pill, no cheeseburgers and Dr. Pepper. Okay, like that's literally, and it's normally a voice memo. Okay, so there is no magic diet that works for every single person. I don't even pretend to do that. I do have some resources in my personal group page that I share with my people. If y'all want the link to that, I'd be happy to share it for you. But I don't ever give a super specific diet. I just tell them they just need to be mindful, make smart choices, fuel your body with food. Don't feed it. Don't feed your cravings, kind of a thing. So that's all I have. I went long. I'm sorry, Stormy. Um, does anybody have any questions? I think I probably got like 5 minutes worth of voice left. Anybody? It's late. I know. I'm sorry, y'all. Good. Did anybody learn anything? Y'all are going to be able to teach these. Okay. I think that's it.